It's the joystick. Maayong! Hello everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Anime. Good morning. Maayong guys. Salutations. Good evening, good evening. Tell you what, I am kind of bloated because I just ate Kentucky fried chicken. You know, for old people, you know, did you know? No, not gourmet. For old people, they call it Kentucky rather than KFC. KFC. Because Kentucky. KFC is like kind of hard on the mouth, but like Kentucky. Pizza and now KFC. Dang, girl. You think I eat anything? Pretty sure their name used to be spelled out. Yeah. I just feel fat, guys. I just feel fat. Feels good, feels good. How are you guys? How are you guys tonight? Morning. Sorry. Like, give me a few minutes to wind up before we start the game, right? Fine. Worked, ate, seen it's almost Christmas. Just mute, walk away, and burp until you feel better. No, I'm not. It's 9:30. Morning. Pot holder. This is my desk. Sick again? Me too. I would like still on the 3. No. These are just tabs that are like I forgot to close. But let's start a poll. Marin Kitagawa, bitchy, and nice. All right. Which Marin Kitagawa would win? Right? Which Marin Kitagawa would win? A nice Marin Kitagawa or a bitchy one? Hello. See. Is that the girl from My Dress Up Darling? Yes. See, look at that. Bitchy is like, I was like slowly. Nice one would break the mean one, like Steven Universe. Okay, Steven Universe fan. You know what's awful, guys? You know what's really awful? Let me reveal to you a secret, right? Let me reveal to you a secret that you cannot tell anyone else, right? You cannot tell anyone else. Like, if you suspect someone is from F-list, you cannot tell them this. But here's a secret, guys. Hold on. It's a shitty ass profile, but you know the fucking profile. This is my profile, guys. This is my profile. It's one of my older ones. So many people, you liar, it was you. I'm not lying. I didn't lie. There's another Marin Kitagawa, you know. But I am also Marin Kitagawa. Hold on, let me just let me just prove it. Let me just prove it. Let me just prove it. It's me. I literally have Marin Kinagawa, you know. I literally play her myself. Congrats on 13K. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What can I say? So many people have been asking me for this name, you know? It's like, can I please have this name? Can I please have this name? Can I please have this name? Fake fan. You know, I didn't even watch the show. I didn't even fucking watch the show, guys. I didn't even fucking watch the show. I just thought she was hot. I don't want this game. I didn't even watch that show. How dare you? You're shallow like that. Toxic. I'd hate you if I were them. The anime was a piece of art. Hi, racist. Im Jong-min, you're the Korean one here. Not me. I think you fucking lost. I think you fucking lost this battle, Im Jong-min. I think you fucking lost this battle, Im Jong-min. What do you mean by that? We're all Asian. We're all racist here. Filipino Korean treatment is vastly different to Korean to Filipino treatment. Yeah, it takes one to know one. I'm Korean now as well. Racism competitive. I'm not Asian, but I'm still racist. Maybe you should fix that. Only Asians get to be racist. Hi, Chips. Yeah, Filipino to anything treatment is vastly different. Yes. I'm not Asian. Well, Elijah, go celebrate something like, I don't know, fucking where the dust born, or where the newborn, where the fuck born. I don't fucking know. But go play that game. Bro, don't you have an insult for every race? That's not... Elijah, where are you from? I'm Mexican, so I'm extra racist. Fish Fry, you literally love having your, like, what do you call it? National costume used by everyone else. That's literally negative racist. But yeah, we're doing a no racism run. American. Oh, I'm sorry. I freaking I bow down. You're. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I kneel. All right. Post this picture. Should I? I don't know. Hollow technique. Green card. America is a race. Well, they would like you to think so. Are you gonna close that poll? Not until I win. You can ask your Twitter and Blue Sky. What Twitter, odd? There's no such thing as Twitter anymore. Blue Sky would be fun. So, are you guys gonna fix that? Are you guys gonna fix that poll or something? Are you guys gonna fix that poll? So toxic. Just still can't go over that Kafka garden. Just found out my senpai is ranked number 39 most community noted Twitter user. Fine, I'll close it. I love being an American. Those are the words of an American who's never been to Europe. Europe is like America, but good. Niceness wins in the end. I don't know, man. Which parts? I don't know. Sweden? Have you ever been to Europe? No. That's why I'm not an American who's not been to Europe. I'm also not an American who's never been to Europe. Have you seen the Balkans? You mean like the stands? I stan SB19. Nice guys always come out on top. I think nice guys are on our bottoms. Hey, I have friends in the Balkans. Have you ever seen that one meme where the yes, I'm Bulgarian. How did you know? How could you tell I was Bulgarian? I don't fucking remember this. Was it this one? There you go. Damn, that's crazy. How did you know I was... Terror getting constantly flagged as a bot is a bit now. I mean, I'm using a VPN. How's Terror's racist power level? I'm not very racist, actually. As you can probably tell, I am one of the most accepting, loving, tolerant, not even just tolerant, loving, accepting. I forgot all the words. Like, I'm the best, really. Once the US explodes. Accepting and tolerant, but I bet you can fire off slurs like it's nothing. Okay. No, I'm just joking. Racism level, American post-colony. Dude, racism level of American post-colony is like literally sucking the cocks of white men. Anyway, let's go play the game. Thoughts on who should be the leader of the Southeast Asian Empire? The Philippines. Actually, hold on. Sounds like I should check that out then. Nice. Hold on. Why should the Philippines be the Sea Empire? Indonesia actually has a military. Indonesia will be our military center. But like, why should the Philippines head the Southeast Asian Empire? Hold on. See Southeast Asia Wikipedia. Because the Philippines is the most aesthetically pleasing. No. Honestly, the most aesthetically pleasing Southeast Asian country has to be I don't know, fucking Singapore or Thailand. It's either Thailand or Filipinos are very Western. Have you never seen the Filipino chocolate? The what? Filipinos are on the surface very Western, but Filipinos on the surface seem very Western, but at the very core of it is traditional Asian values. If you try to fucking act like a Westerner in the Philippines, yeah, people are gonna smile at you. They're gonna be like very understanding. Oh, he's a foreigner. Don't mind him. Ganyan talaga mga puti. Oh my god, that came out naturally through my mouth. Oh my fucking god. You're racist, Sean. Yeah, it's Thailand. And so ganyan talaga mga kano eh. Mga kano. Kano means like white foreigner. Ganyan talaga mga kano. Pagbigyan mo na, just let it slide. White people are just like that. That's how it sounds, right? That's how it sounds. Oh, that's not how it sounds. That's what people say. Short for Americano. Americano. Kano. Ganyan talaga mga kano. Like, dude, I have been told that when I was in high school. When I was in high school, I was sort of like, there was one girl that was on a bus with me, and she says, suplada. Suplada means very uptight and like full of herself, and then the other girl was like snot. The other girl was like, pagbigyan mo na, ganyan talaga mga kano. Just let it slide. Americans are just like that. Yeah, if you act like a foreigner, you will never be in the inner circle. You know how concept of loob. So, do you know, you probably know the concept of tatamay? Was it tatamay? Oh, enhone. Hello, Elijah. This is hone and tatamae. Like, hone is like real thing, is like like their actual thoughts, and then the tatamae is what you present to everyone else. This is a very Japanese concept, and it's the same shit in the Philippines. We say loob. Loob means the inner, and labas means the outer. Okay, 8OT fan, yeah. Loob is the inner, and labas is the outer. There are things that you can only say in the inner, and then like things that you present to the outer. It is very interesting. Very Shogun best TV drama of 2024. Just explain some of the military stuff. Really? We got any Bulgarians in the chat? Yeah, we're definitely. I think Serge is right. Serge definitely has it right. A lot of Filipinos talk shit about each other, being two-faced, but at the same time, they subscribe to that two-faced mentality anyway. But just because it's a good thing, it's a real nice thing for maintaining social harmony. Are we on the inner circle, Taro? Guess. How many things have I told you that I cannot tell anybody else? Matt, Do you think I can talk about any of this shit on the labas? You know what the innermost circle is? That is the egg in the womb. So, just wanted to hear you say it. Okay, that's kind of cute. Good job, man. You baited me into it. So, Filipinos are very outwardly... Honestly, the new generation of Filipinos has to be a little bit xenophobic nowadays. I think any culture that has become partly, like, I don't know, like, we're not homogenized, but we're like disharmoniously melded into a mix of different culture. Like, it's a fucking melting pot. Yeah, like the America. And like we're just starting to like mesh together as a country, and then we are getting record visitors every year, right? Philippine tourism. Oh, it's lower this year. So before COVID, what do you call it? 1/8 of our GDP came from tourism. So it's a nice handout for money laundering. Yes, that's true. That's why Twitch banned me for money laundering for some reason. And yeah, COVID hit us hard. And 12.7, that is a massive tourist industry. And any country that has a big tourist industry will naturally have some xenophobic inclinations. There will be some xenophobic inclinations for any country that is just starting out as a tourist hotspot. What are some touristy things to do in the Philippines? I don't know. I don't have money, but maybe visit the different islands. Go to hotels, visit an escort bar. Yeah, Boracay was absolutely thrashed. Great, you mean? Should we visit the Ateneo campus? You need an Ateneo guide. You can only visit the museum if you are a tourist. I was gonna say normal things like diving. Oh, well, yes. Oh, okay. Yes. Maayong. So back when I remember back when a lot of tourists from Korea were coming here back during the 2010s. Like we were having a lot of Korean media and stuff like that. And then there was a pushback. There was a big pushback from the government officials. They were like, "We gotta ban Korean stuff. Ban this, ban that." What about a bar? An escort bar. South Korea is still number 1. A Hallyu ban? Yeah. No, it's gonna be a Hallyu ban, man. Dude. South Korea is like double the United States. South Korea fucking loves the Philippines for some reason. Japan, China, Australia, Canada. Do they and we love South Korea back. I do like South Korea. I do like South Korea a lot. I love South Korea. USA, USA, USA. I went to Jabi once that had a whole bus full of Korean tourists. What would they do? Sandara is the single best asset of Philippine tourism arm? Nah, I wouldn't say so. She's not that. She doesn't have that big of a pull. It's where you can learn how to speak good English and good retirement place for other foreigners. Yes. Do you know Angeles City? Angeles City. This is a fancy city where Eurasians, locations of several concentrations of 250,000 Ameri-Asians who were born as a result of the American colonization and the presence of US bases. Yeah, American daddies who, okay, that word is tainted. American fathers that left the country and left like single mothers here. Hi, banana. This is where all the foreigners go in central Luzon. It's better to come in the sink than to sink in the cum. I don't know, man. Gokun is pretty good. The Great Nut and Go. Don't retire men love PH? They do. Please come by. They must be thriving there. Yeah, please come by and like visit the Philippines. Retire here. Contribute to the economy. Be the backbone of our new generation of half-white children. Okay, time to play the game. Asian single mother rubs hands together. For some reason, the women they pick are a bit. See, Serge, they like exotic women. The tastes of American men are an enigma. It's a common meme. Like, there's a common meme. Like, For some reason, their taste in women are a little bit exotic is the right word. Yeah, exotic. It's a little exotic. If you ever feel ugly, go to another country. We are so judgy. Don't worry. VTubing is a women-run industry, so it's only natural for you to become pick-me's as well. So, let's go play the fucking game, guys. Let's see. Library. Disco Elysium. Yippee! Video game! Dun-dun. International diplomatic relations starter. Prime's the gaming experience. Alright, come on, Zaum. I really need to get my my light bulb fixed. My light bulb socket fixed. Continue. Where were we? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, Kim wanted to sleep. Kim Kutaragi. Bye bye, Duan. Hmm?
Hello again, sweetie.
How would you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
Nothing. I was just thinking of the lyrics to the song "Wanna Roll with Me."
Ah, yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me.
Bye bye, Shio.
Morel says it's my theme song.
Nice.
Can I help you?
Can I help you? So,
Yes.
but
Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some
Does
sort
that
of arrangement.
include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid money game.
Game? Everything is just a game to you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a video game. I'll find a way in. I'll break the door down.
Wonderful. Try to do that. I'll have to call you an ambulance. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use. When
Oh, I remember. I didn't want to use his motor carriage thing.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant. We're done here.
Alright. What's this? Oh, that's money.
You see a heavy...
Let's see. Can we talk to Sans? It's all about the money, you know. Can we talk to this man?
The worker is in a deep slumber.
Nothing. So we have to actually go. Yeah, it's Sans. We actually have to go over here. Let's see. Is there anything we can do to get money? What is? Oh shit! What is this? Oh, this is some. It's got my. Better mouth your watch around me, boy. This is very atmospheric.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Damn, look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Onuk.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo. The central symbol of the Pericarnassian Church, a star, a great moral height. To be
I need a
strived
bag for the
toward.
bottles.
The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
I wish gay communist detectives were real. Nice. Pat
The
it.
metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Vandalism. Shake
How you
head.
listen, kids?
I love Kim Kitsuragi.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while
You just
looking
walk by a
south.
bag.
Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Hold on. Where is my bag? There is no bag. Oh, there it is.
This coin your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk.
Can I get my money back?
The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible, a half-sunken sea fort, its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It
Ooh.
looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely
birch tree grows out of it.
Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hang in there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
It's worth it for the experience. But like, let me see. Held this. Hold this. Now we have a bag for bottles. Yay! We can't take these bottles. Hobo moment. I'm not selling Kim Kitsuragi's cool little thing. Kuno, you're still here? It's literally nighttime.
Kuno care?
I took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Aren't you gonna ask how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distraction style. That's some sick shit.
He just called Kim Kitsuragi a hooker.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
Then we shoot the shit.
Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Kuno means gram.
Alright, fair's fair.
Wow, that's heavy. There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honorable like that.
Oh, split a kilo with Kuno from the sock above his remaining shoe. Here you go. You have more than half in there. Kuno's fucking honorable like
There's
that.
no movement on the lieutenant's face as he stares intently at the trash container.
You mean there's no movement on the lieutenant's face as he stares intently at the trash container?
But he does not approve.
Kim Kitsuragi does not
Now
approve.
tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig?
There were a ton of unpaid utility bills.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
You can guess.
Let me guess. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. There's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else.
That's right. It's a
Bye
shithole.
bye. Bye bye,
Kuno's gonna
Coden.
move underground, Leroy shit, ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Catacomb?
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
In a tomb, Kuno. Kuno, I met your
Yeah,
dad.
You do some sambo shit, sneak in. Is the hooker thing real?
Sambo is an acronym for Samoan boxing, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth,
It was
cleverness,
what you
and
just
cool.
said. Kim dressed up as a hooker, full drag, distracted him.
The lieutenant flashes you a sharp look, but doesn't say anything.
Fuck out of here. Kuno made that shit up to demean you.
Demean you.
Look, pigs. Kuno gets it. You don't want to talk about it. Close quarters combat shit. Kuno doesn't want to talk about it either. Combat trauma shit.
Kuno, your dad's a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes.
What? Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Kuno window. Swedish chief.
Window.
Less Scottish. More Swedish. Loser of hope. Kuno window. Whatever scary thing he might have been, you know, he's nothing.
Yeah, Kuno's dad is fucking nothing. Fucking coma shit, stroke shit. Kuno's dad is so fucking violent. He's had a stroke many times. Shit. Kuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like Kuno's dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed.
Crime
Kuno's
shit.
gonna go out like Kuno's dad. Revachol West style.
I would have killed this kid.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno. It's too fucking sad, Kuno. Hold on. I completely forgot about something. This is from Surge. There you go.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Hey, Chicken Shotgun. That image has too much will to live. There you go. Hold on. Needs to be like this. A little bit like this. There you go. Perfect.
Fuck are you talking, sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
You don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you brought Kuno 1 gram of speed, you're friends now?
Why does she keep saying why does he keep saying
Turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
I looked around in there. It's not the easy life you've got going on in that apartment.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans!
Let's end this
Yeah,
conversation.
pig, this shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Kuno needs to drop the bomb.
No! Not the bomb! No!
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I didn't even say anything. Can I try
There
again?
He still is, looking right through you.
The Hanged Man. You okay, Cheru? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, there's more cans over there. This is so European.
The trash container stands in
Open the
smell
lid
of
again.
Rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Is there anything again?
The
Nothing?
container sounds a muffled gong.
Dong. Bum bum. Items. Oh, +1 reaction speed. Interesting. Interact, items, clothes. We can level something up. We internalize this, internalize this, internalize this. Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop. You know what? Spend 1 skill point. Unlock this. Dong dong. Volumetric shit compressor. Internalize. Can I talk to this girl?
Hello again, officer. How are
Officer? It's so late and you're still here?
things? I'm a Nighthawk. What can I say?
What can I say? Odd.
There's a little meanness in that smile.
A little meanness in that smile. Oh, mon Dieu. It's here some mean for the Mr. Dick. I forgot the name of the detective that we were pretending to be. Dick Humphrey. Let's talk to this old lady.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands.
Okay. Useless. How do you get out of here? This is really nice music, by the way. The music is really nice. Oh, come on, let me get out. Oh, this is closed now. You can talk to people on the left to the map. On the left to the map. M? Whoa. Is this the entire thing? Trash container. Physical instrument. Legendary. Pay for damages. Go to a smaller carriage in front of the whirling. Smoke around the balcony.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
I have something here we could sell.
As you tap on the gauge,
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Oh, okay. We're not gonna get your nice wheels thingy. We're gonna complete this quest normally, okay, Kim? Did we just take bottles from the trash can? Kim, I'm not gonna make you sacrifice your fucking little toy. Does the entire game take place in this one town? What's this?
this is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why am I conceptualizing a wall?
You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez, weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Let's get Kuno West.
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
Get away, pig! You know, I'm gonna set my Siri to British. I'm gonna set my Siri to British, and I'm gonna learn the British accent, and I'm slowly gonna become a BritTuber. You guys won't notice the change because it'll happen very slowly, but I'm gonna talk to my Siri in British. Washed? There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? Piggo? You call me a piggo?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Okay.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know?
Do.
Blood type. The last time I was tested for Hep C.
Don't use that tone with me. I am the law.
Sod off, pig man. Art is above the law.
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aerial graffitio.
Visible from low orbit.
I haven't really started.
It yet.
Right words.
Words. Okay. So you don't know what to
You
write.
ever tried your hand at graffitio?
Graffitio.
Blank wall. Most people write unimaginative stuff.
Unimaginative
Like
stuff.
And Mono is here.
Mono is here.
We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
Mona.
She
I
wants
love.
it to be something true and total.
Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Yeah?
This is hooliganism.
Let's be realistic. What are you going to do? Climb up there?
You heard your partner, Piggy. I'm unstoppable.
Well, why do you keep looking to the
The
side?
lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
This is really good writing, guys.
The woman on the boat does not notice her steering.
That is on her.
Whore.
Gotta keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinique.
Ooh.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
Nice.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her
Wacky.
off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good.
Fuck
And
her
pound that
shit
boat
up
while
good.
we're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
Ozon, do you know anything about recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Bye-bye.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Fucko.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
She's got a very varied dictionary. Hold on. Tools, pliers. Yeah, ooh. Ooh, new place. This is a really big. This is a really big map. Cindy, my communist waifu. Your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this, though. It's worth. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in your life. What is it now? Shadows on the water, green plants under a calm surface.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce.
Joyce?
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
What does the L stand for?
Clayton, my maiden name.
What is the RCM?
I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia, the police.
It's so fucking stupid. Oh, what gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
Yeah, you're
She
drunk.
hasn't actually said it to every drunk in town. It was spoken in jest.
I like how my schizo thoughts are arguing. I'm not drunk. I'm a police officer.
Of course you're not. It was only a joke.
Shake her
I'm glad
hand.
to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My
Good to
colleague
hear,
will
madame.
take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even.
This is a
Is
tactic.
a tactic.
What are your 3
How
sizes?
interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What the hell is Inland Empire? What the hell is Inland Empire? Where is it? Where is it? Inland Empire. Hunches and gut feelings.
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What lustrous hair.
A well-kempt, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair. Despite the first hints of grey, she's elected to keep it au natural, shaped into a permanent wave, late 40s style, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities.
Nice.
These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible.
So?
Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor, poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too.
You're too ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this sleech for some dough.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grow up.
Oh my god. Your little communism protects you from this feeling?
Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Can I have some money?
What?
Boom!
You're doing it.
Help me, I'm poor. I need money to keep living.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm sad to hear that. How much do you need?
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting on?
I need 130 real.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
Not too small, not.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold.
Holy shit!
Touch.
Holy shit!
Good. We won't be needing to go to my kinema then.
Whoa, whoa. Did you see how easy that was? Ask her for more.
Ask her for more.
Train to Moneytown.
Can I have some more?
This may seem like odd behavior for a police officer, ma'am, but it's a perfectly common side effect of his unusual medical episode.
It's all right, Lieutenant. I really did bring as little cash with me as possible to avoid attention.
She did
So
give me
here
a
you
little
are.
more.
The last bit of filthy lucre I can share.
Thank you.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
You bribed me, alright. I'm your little peon now.
You're right, ma'am, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as
Kano
the
leave?
relative is a precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
I thought we were on Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
What is this game about? Gay communist detective. I haven't seen anyone sail a boat around
I
here.
haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor.
Nice.
It's not.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because
Really?
she's rich.
Really? Yes, I do.
Before you do, it would be pertinent to ask other questions. Gather more info on this boat of hers.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Called the Lady 19.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19?
Yeah, that's really what this game is about.
Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about X something? How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
It feels pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
What kind of boat is
It's a
it?
pleasure craft.
Pleasure craft.
It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
Do you want to see my pleasure craft? How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Oh my god, he's so handsome.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Let's talk about the economics of this boat you're on.
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
It's a symbol of your subjugation to foreign capital. The kind of bad kind of capital.
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator.
Then what does that say? Does it say docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A?
Rue de Saint-Ghislain.
33A, this old proletarian haunt here. As I said, plenty of people drive boats of all social strata.
Go for it. Go. Fuck. What?
She takes a sip.
It's gonna happen.
Okay.
Something's about to happen.
Of course.
Nothing happens for quite a while.
They will come from my head. The argument.
As they do.
The thoughts happen inside his brain.
No. Wave your hand next to your head. It will help.
It doesn't.
Keep waving your hand slowly.
My, it's as if there's a tiny spinner on the side of his head and he's reeling thoughts out.
Yeah, it's like fishing.
Except he isn't.
The lieutenant is satisfied with where this is going.
A thought is gonna come out of my head and into my mouth, and I will say it.
Of course.
Keep doing it.
Lieutenant, I truly don't understand what is happening here.
I told you his methods are unconventional.
I swear to God, I'm usually sharp. I don't know what happened. Why am I not killing it?
Your marbles on glass, dear. Don't worry.
What are we talking about anyway?
It was quite a while ago, but I think, yes, we were discussing my fast, large, ineluctably middle-class boat.
Going for the kill.
The E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Exactly.
May I remind you that...
Then what does that 33A? Yes.
I can?
Good.
Alright. Fuck, I can't retry it. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
What did they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping,
Oh.
freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
Hold on. Volumetric shit compressor. Breakthrough imminent.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long
Indo-tribes.
but several of the Indo-tribes remain. She enjoys talking about the company. It would not hurt to inquire more.
You're in good company.
Why, thank you.
How much money does it have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What's it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
That's it? I thought it was supposed to be big time.
And to think, there are years when the group books losses in the billions. Wild Pines employs 72,000 people, all of whom have families that depend on their salaries. It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these
They
billions?
started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago.
250
when
years
pine
ago.
ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf
Lomantang.
of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
It probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly.
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain.
What does a
did
huge
that.
system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
The workers do. The company is nothing without
We
them.
built this district.
Whoa!
There it is. She owns up to it.
Oh, she slipped
All the
up.
best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed
Oh, she's yapping now. She's yapping
It
now.
was part of Revachol. Long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What if I want to hear trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I will slay it!
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your role in this?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
Oh.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh, you mean Measurehead? I love him.
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
Jean-Luc Measurehead.
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Dude, if they didn't have overtime pay from the beginning or a medical plan, of course you're gonna get aggressive. What the fuck are you talking about?
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Cool.
Yes. Extremely. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Yeah, what else would they want? Sick leave, days bored? Days off? Overly aggressive commie posturing. We must bring democracy. I don't know what to think about that. I like it!
You might also like their other slogan. Demand democracy.
Not hard communist enough for me.
Personally, I agree. It lacks the pizzazzo of every worker a member of the board.
What did I mean by it, though?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what? About anything, really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
An opening gambit, surely.
Ooh. Sounds like an opening gambit. You just lampshaded.
So I hoped. But this type of opening is usually followed by a more reasonable offer. I've yet to hear
Lampshade.
just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched.
Yeah.
Here.
Excuse me, From whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyar at the gate.
Boya?
The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
The scabs at the gate? Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrog, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
What do you think of Evrard?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
She's being sarcastic. Don't take her performance literally.
Really? No, that's not what you really think,
Of
right?
course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Yeah, Evrard is a hero of the workers' movement.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
There's two of them?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself?
The Debardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Debardeurs
mob.
are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debardeurs Union is...
An efficacious advocate for the rights of local working men.
Why do you think so?
This union sounds like a motley crew. I'm into it.
Well, I suppose that's one way to look at it. They're an interesting composition, albeit vile. But enough about Everard. What else can I do for you?
You said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
I see.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Thank you.
Of course. How else can
By
I
the
help?
way, I've talked to Evrard Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
He's a bloated rainbow socialist.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Nice.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself.
Worm?
However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be
Gossiping.
gossiping.
Intellectually speaking, It would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
Ooh.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Okay. That money you gave me, would that make things weird if I shared that information?
Weird? Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see. Even when it comes to trade secrets, which isn't to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage. Even if they did, it would be fine. But they don't, since you logged the money as a donation, and this is clearly just gossip between friends.
He's helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling. When I said be wacky, I didn't mean wildly, grossly irresponsible and damaging to the
Oh.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions. So positive, detective.
I'm sorry, Kim.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going?
He
Has
says
the
it's almost ready to be
detecting
found soon.
produced a gun? Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway,
Oh my God.
was there anything else you've heard?
Perhaps he is.
I'd rather talk about something else.
Of course, detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
What can you tell me about the
Quite a
lynching?
few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct
Kitsuragi.
57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41,
Dubois.
Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Oh, and what happened to yours, detective?
I lost it.
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
See. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid
Hey,
I
White Knight.
simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
How would I negotiate my way out of this?
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her.
Oh.
Insinuate.
I'm sure there must be some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason. The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Oh, please excuse us, madam.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
What? What is my brood? What is my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
What is the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota.
Oh! What is fascism, though?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revershot's problems?
Leftist academians.
Yes, them, but also
Myself.
women.
Huh?
Women, men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Woo men need to go back to the fucking kitchen.
Huh?
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that woo men need to know their place.
But I'm a feminist.
Feminist? No, it can't be. Not you. No one believes this.
You fucking got 4 minutes.
Did you know you can forget thoughts? Go to your thought cabinet and forget all about feminism.
Am I having some kind of stomach seizure?
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
Well, where am I getting this?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things.
The good
Said
things?
them many times.
Fascism sounds so bad though. What if we call it something else, like a traditionalism?
Okay. Yes. Let's call it that.
Okay.
Good thinking. That sounds much better. Traditionalism. You like the sound of that.
Alright. I've made up my
You're
mind.
going to keep your vooz, right? Keep your vooz, brota.
Your food, brother. Alright, I'm in, boys!
Smart. That's not to mention the woman.
The woman too often.
That's why you're the head and I am the stomach.
No, fascism is about industry and politics and nationhood, not women. I'm absolutely okay with women.
Of course you are, Bruta. Of course.
A wink-shaped growl sounds from your ass. Fuck.
Volumetric shit compressor.
I'm a
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Ooh, I have my shit together. I need to unlock another inexplicable feminist agenda. The koikos, the kips, and amateurs, and the oranges, liberals, moneylenders as well. They're all socialists, especially the women. They only have a vague idea what this means, but it's clear there's a good, strong state must be erected upon the ruins if any of us have any future. Oh my gosh, guys. I've become an incel. My lifelong dream. What do you want to say, Kim? I'm an incel now.
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I thought it was going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, detective.
What do you propose we don't investigate? What do you propose, that we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
He's so charming.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
He's so charming. He's so cute. Kim Kitsuragi.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with at this late hour?
It's night. Don't you have a sleep?
Matter of fact, I don't.
Why's that?
I have a medical condition of my own. Nothing unusual, though. I'm old, you see.
No, you're not. You look young.
Thank you. I do what I can to remain presentable. Now, ask me some questions. It'll help us pass the night.
Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quick to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samar to Revachol?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
Oh.
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Ah, makes sense.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
I'm gonna need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Ooh.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Jesus.
You'll be indebted to her, in a way. But one step ahead of the Union in another.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
I did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded like that.
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable. The weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Okay, what proof do you have that the Union is
How
involved?
do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for
The
themselves.
strike is being funded with drugs. Okay.
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
Yes?
We'll take this case and probe the drivers.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me the lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case.
I'm conducting a personal investigation. Just give me the lowdown.
No, but please. A little context. We're not in such a hurry.
We have time for you to tell me why you need a reality lowdown.
I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in.
How truly curious. A sort of philosopher detective.
My theory is that this inquiry into the nature of reality will ultimately converge with our murder investigation. They are really one and the same.
Are they now?
A deep synthesis. I'll assist you however I can then. Go ahead.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Okay, encyclopedia, where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby? Mm-hmm.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten even. Shelled to smithereens during the revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me about Martinez.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
A brief spike of longing in her upright body. The dots under her eyelids shake.
Oh.
As I told you, Martinez used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its part. Now the reeds are the real star of the show here. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
You were here as a teenager?
Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine.
Girlfriends?
We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. The boys certainly did not.
Nice. You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea. It's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean. The world's largest body of water. The Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues.
L'immensité bleue. Thank you.
Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable. Flowing in and out.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea. Misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river Esperance. We're in the delta of this river on the 6th branch. The Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her and to humanity at large.
What is Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
Should I just let go of I feel like I should let go of fucking I should let go of feminist agenda. Oh, you need skill points to forget it.
The great kind.
The great
As if
kind.
it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Who built
The
this city?
nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile-Marat.
This woman was mean to you once and you want to forget feminism. When was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it resolve
They
history?
say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Ideological conflicts, the stuff of men.
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in an important part of an important place?
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Ooh.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first
This is
time.
really good world building.
There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Where are we?
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality.
Really?
Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
Won't I be lazy if I don't do it all now?
Of course not. You are already diligent for getting this far, and diligent boys remember where they left off.
Is Kim calling me a good boy?
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
What is reach for something fundamental? Let's do this.
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all. It's on the tip of your tongue, a doubt of sorts, already in your head. But it's not fully formed yet. You have to wait and return to this later, once the jamais vu thought is complete.
Oh, that's all for
Glad to
now.
have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Thank
Of
you.
course,
That's all for
defend.
now. Holy crap. That is so much shit. I gotta save. I have to let that cook. That was an hour and 15 minutes. That was one conversation. That was a lot to think about. It's a yap intensive game. Yeah, we'll stop there. So Revachol is a really important place. Hey, the world building is really fucking good. Can I make a humble request? What's up? It has some of the most fascinating world building. It really does. It really does. Can we please raid Capo Mio? We can. I usually don't do raids, but sure. Let's see. Boop. Alright. This will be a one-time thing. I generally do not like raiding, but like for Capo, because I talked to her recently. Let's go. Bye bye, Otsteru, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night.